So let's see. This is volume 2. So this is the first dev diary. Let's see what they said in number 2.
Greetings, Rivals. I'm Zuyong, the lead combat designer for Marvel Rivals, responsible for ensuring our heroes, levels, and game modes are on point. First off, big thanks for all your support. We have been working hard preparing for the imminent launch of Marvel Rivals. We are refining content, squashing bugs, and optimizing performance to make sure you all have the best time possible.
Here we go. I think, genuinely, I think this is one of the hardest things to do in a game like Overwatch or a game like Marvel Rivals. If you're doing when you have this many heroes as well, when you're launching with 33, I think it's pretty much impossible to balance it. How the f are you ever going to balance a game like this? All you can do is shift the balance to if a hero is being overplayed, if a hero is dominating. All you can do is tweak and adjust. I don't think you can ever get a perfect balance.
We appreciate all of the amazing support during the closed beta test, and we have gathered a ton of game balancing data and valuable feedback. With these insights, we have carefully adjusted the balance, reading in the raw power of heroes like Magneto and strengthening others like the Loki and Jeff. New heroes have also undergone rigorous testing to ensure an exciting and fair experience for everyone at launch. In response to the many requests for the detailed hero data, we have heard you and are preparing to review the exact game stats for our playable heroes on our official website at launch, providing a complete dossier for everyone. We are also gearing up to review important comeback data such as win rates and pick rates, but this will take some time. Rest assured, we will meticulously gather the comeback data after launch and share these vital statistics at the right time.
Yes, 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 yes. If you have a competitive... I don't know why every fucking game doesn't do this, right? If you have a competitive game, make the stats available. If you have access to that data, make it available so that people who really... Because some people don't give a shit, right? They will play whatever hero they want to play because they either like the Marvel character, they like the way they play, they won't care about the stats. Others really, truly love getting into the nitty-gritty of it. Think about baseball fans, right? A lot of people watch baseball because they love the stats of it. So, you know, particularly in the high-level play, if you're trying to optimize and you want to look at who's trending right now, who people are playing, you know, because it is going to be a lot of counters as well, in the same way that Overwatch is. So stats are really important. The fact that they're making them readily available from day one, yes!
Stay tuned for our upcoming dev diaries as we embark on this exciting journey together.
This was a big one as well, optimization.
Since the closed beta, our focus has been perfecting the game for launch, enhancing core operations, fine-tuning comeback responsiveness, and elevating information delivery. This encompasses everything from our earliest heroes as well as our latest additions. When it comes to character actions, we have carefully fine-tuned the transitions and seamless blending of animation for our heroes, especially those larger-than-life actions like Magic and Hawk, creating a more natural and fluid combat experience. We have also adjusted hit effect and elemental decals to make them more visible over longer distances, intensifying the impact of attacks, such as with Mantis and Hela's left click.
Okay.
Additionally, we have reorganized the visual effects hierarchy to bring more order to the chaos of
Yes, this was one of my points that I was a bit concerned about when I was watching a lot of Marvel Rivals. It's very noisy. And there's a certain amount that you can't get away with that, right? You have 12 heroes in a battle, all throwing projectiles, spells, whatever it is. It's going to be very noisy. But there was a lot of visual clutter where sometimes you just couldn't see shit. So I'm hoping that they've cleaned that up a bit so that it's a bit more... it's a bit less unnecessary visual clutter and just what you want to focus on, you know?
Soundscapes haven't been overlooked. We have boosted ability and impact effects to make them more powerful and refined compact mixing to highlight important audio cues.
That's great. They're already looking at audio.
Those alerting players to imminent danger.
Love that.
Our UI
Apex, take note, fuckers.
enhancements include clear reload prompts, ensuring that players are ready to unleash their powers. We have also customized specific UI elements for certain heroes, such as providing clear feedback for Mantis about which heroes will benefit from her damage boost and
Cool.
We have poured our hearts into crafting an unparalleled hero experience, and we can't wait for you to experience the fun at launch.
Okay, that all sounds great.
In the days leading up,
Depending on, I think a lot of the complaints from the beta was that it was pretty poorly optimized. So people with like bad machines and stuff were struggling a little bit. So I hope they've kind of cleaned that up.
to launch, our maps have undergone extensive refinement, including clean smoothing and performance optimization for the launch of the game, starting with Season 0.
Okay, there we go.
Over the month-long season,
There we go.
we will be adding new maps, including 4 new quick match and competitive mode maps.
So does that mean when they said 8 maps in the previous one, does that mean we're starting with 4 and then getting another 4 throughout these Season 0? Or does it mean we're starting with 8? We're starting with 8 and then adding another 4. So by the end of Season 0, we're going to have 12 maps? Really?
1 conquest mode
Damn.
map and a new practice range.
Oh boy, I hope they've had enough time to... I seriously hope they've had enough time to think about those carefully. And each of them have their own unique like elements to it, you know, like the symbiosis map, which we'll get to a bit later, but my god, that is a lot of balancing that I hope they kind of get right. And with them being destructible as well.
And competitive mode maps, 1 conquest mode map and a new practice range to improve your
Practice range is
skills.
cool.
And let's take a look at some of the new maps. First, we have the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda, featuring Burning T'Challa and the Hall of Jellia, the Domination and Convergence modes respectively, each offering a glimpse into a grand and mysterious futuristic nation set in the chronoverse of unstable space-time. The special form of destruction on this map has been titled Wrath of the Arishia, where disjoining specific structures can
so
unleash
wild.
the wrath of Wakanda's gods, each delivering a unique gameplay experience.
I have to say, I absolutely love the idea of like integrated maps, right? I think it's such a difficult balance to get. But making maps feel unique and different every time is so awesome. Like having destructible is good enough anyway, right? Because you can always come up with new strats, new pathways, new ways to attack a point or attack a car or whatever it is. But having extra features like this where so for those of you who didn't really understand what's happening here, the more you destroy the map, it goes into this little glyph, which then creates an effect where you can levitate,
where disjoining specific structures
to
can
create new
unleash
ways
the
to
wrath
attack.
of Wakanda's gods,
This is fucking
each
dope.
delivering a unique gameplay experience.
And more to the point, this is what is going to make Marvel Rivals last, right? It's so easy for people to get bored of these games real quick, right? And there will be a lot of people that play Marvel Rivals for a few weeks and they'll be like, okay, I've seen it, done it, cool, let's move on. But for those of us who want to play it long term and are looking at this as like, shit, this could be my main game. Like I'm going to sink a lot of time into this. This kind of small detail of constant innovation and constantly changing and new stuff is what really is going to make it stand out.
Next, shortly after launch day, we will head to Hydra's shelter space, Hell's Heaven, where a domination mode takes you into the volcanic heart of Antarctica, challenge you to shut down Hydra's interdimensional power. As the battle unfolds, the hidden base terrain will shift as the Hydra base transforms as they enact their invasion protocol, which will completely alter the dynamics of offense and defense. Finally, we will arrive at Kalinka, symbiotic surface, with a convergence mode that immerses players in the origins of symbiotes, where darkness and chaos reign supreme. Engaging with the symbiotes during combat will transform the battle experience with...
Dude, I mean, this kind of shit is so cool. What an ingenious way to incorporate a big part of the Marvel Universe into a map. Like, this is really fucking cool.
We are calling special form of destruction living symbiosis, as the alien planet will respond to being attacked and reflexively build entirely new structures. Players can also embark on an adventure through the new Conquest map, Tokyo 2099, warped Ninomaru, where damaged environment debris will get sucked up into the portal directly above Tokyo 2099, creating a visually stunning
Just play
impact.
Punisher. Just honestly, just play Punisher and just ruin that. Like, spend the first 1 minute, let your team go fight. Just spend the first minute destroying the fucking map.
Lastly, we have designed a brand new practice range map to provide every hero with a comprehensive practice experience.
Big. This is a big one. This is a really big one. Please, I hope they've done it justice.
We strive to ensure a fair play for everyone. Combating unfair exploits has always been our top priority. During our previous CBT, we put in place a cutting-edge anti-cheating system and closely monitored any dishonest behavior, properly applying appropriate penalties. Throughout the CBT, cheating incidents remained below 1%, with cheats being caught and banned within an average of less than 7 games.
That's kind of nuts, no? What's the average for other games? Like Overwatch and stuff. 7 games seems pretty good, no? What I really want to hear is I want to hear like recuperation of comp points if you have a cheater. Right? I don't know why every game doesn't fucking do this. What I really want to hear from them is if you are in a game with a cheater and you lose, you get your comp points recuperated or at least mitigated in some way.
Our vigilance also extends to consoles, where we have actively monitored behaviors like the use of Zim. Internally, we are actively developing detection methods for such behavior and have made significant progress in this effort. The fight against cheating is ongoing, and we understand that it will continue to be a challenge after the launch. Be assured, we are unwavering in our dedication to upholding fair play and ensuring an even playing field for everyone. Feel free to let us know about cheaters. Together, we can foster great experience for everyone. Top secret stuff in the works for the upcoming seasons. And let me tell you, the heroes and maps for Season 1 are about ready and currently undergoing final touches. Plus, we are cooking up even more exciting content for future seasons. Please look forward to it. Thanks so much for all your support for Marvel Rivals. See you on December the 6th. Ignite the battle.
I like how aggressive they're being with the anti-cheat. And they obviously understand that it's not a one-time thing. You can't just set it up and leave it. Okay, here are my concerns so far without going further in. My concerns are balancing. I think they're going to have a really, really hard time balancing the game. And I think the approach they're going for, from what I've seen, is just make everything overpowered. Therefore, nothing is overpowered. You know what I mean? Every gameplay I've seen is like a hella one-shotting fucking people. Iron Man completely decimating everybody with an ult. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone has an overpowered way to fight. At least from the duelists that I've seen. So I think the more and more they add, the harder time they're going to have to balance. And if they can keep up with making quality content. depending on how much they're going to give us, I want to see the quality of it every season. But so far, man, I am fucking stoked. This is everything we wanted from this game so far, right? An unbelievable IP to work from, a shit ton of content to work with, solid gameplay. And I think that was what a lot of people were worried about, is like, is the gameplay actually going to be good? And so far, it looks like it's hella fun. So I'm fucking stoked, dude.